their winners map. That'll be interesting. At least on the bright side of this, though, is by the time this game finishes, we should be able to jump right into their next game. There shouldn't be a delay. At least in theory. Of course, this matchup is Abbasid favored, so I'm curious what Wham's gonna do. Like, I mean, Marinelord's already a tough opponent, right? He's arguably the best player. You know, usually it's kind of between. I think most people would agree that BC or Marinelord are the best players right now. And then in this matchup specifically, we would typically favor Abbasid, and it's Marinelord as well, so that makes it even like more, you know, a little bit more favored, right? So I'll be very curious what Wham has into effect. The one thing I've noticed about Wham and Puppy, and a few other players, I think Lucifron is one of them as well, is they do enjoy their Mongols. 420 for first place or People Riot. Well, that's probably not happening unless someone wants to fund that part. Not that that's that much, but it's like, what, 8 extra bucks? So we're gonna People Riot. All right, 30 seconds till the match begins. Exciting stuff. Watching the observer delay screen. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. And here we begin the match. Let's see, did they use, I knew it. I knew they were gonna forget to do it. So I gotta make it, I gotta move that black bar up here. Okay. Knew they were gonna use the improved observer delay. What's up, Daybreaker? All right. So we might have to pause for a second. For some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I've been observing games and they put the observer delay, there's always lag until I pause it for about 10 seconds or so. Okay, we should be good now. Actually, what we should do is Sniper or Zero, if you don't mind, would you go into that Discord and just like at Marinelord and Wham to remind them to put on the improved observer UI for their next game? They should see that message before they start game 2, or at least I would hope. Because I think we would all prefer the improved observer AI. But okay. So we have Wham down here as the Mongols player. You told them to start GG chat. Perfect. That works as well, or should hopefully. And we're seeing a very heavy focus on the wood, only 1 on food, so we're probably going to see a tower rush, which makes sense. A general thing that a lot of Mongol players do in this matchup is they'll try to tower the stone to prevent the second TC, or at least, I shouldn't say prevent, I should say delay the second TC. Now the problem is if we look at the layout for Marinelord here, he has this stone here, right? He also has this one, which is not that far from his base. This is really not that much further than his main stone. So he can easily swap from here to here. So if Wham's goal is to deny the second TC, he's going to need it 1 tower here and 1 tower here. And my dog, of course, likes to do this lately. All right. So, and we do see that Marinelord is starting with an open mill. We've been seeing a lot of players at the high level as Abbasid go away from this kind of start, and now we're kind of seeing Marinelord do the mill opening. I don't know which is better personally. I kind of like the sheep method, but I also do kind of like this method. The only thing that sucks about this method is you've got to gather that 50 wood so that you can afford a lumber camp. Otherwise, you don't have enough for a lumber camp and the House of Wisdom. And we see the two spears coming in. Marinelord didn't even check in. And we do see two spears coming in along with the villager for that first tower. No, this is not my map. My map is Bohemia. This is another map. Alright, we do see the delete there. I don't think Wham had shot this with his con. If he had, he wouldn't. Marinelord wouldn't have been able to delete this and gather that free, and Wham could have gotten that free 25 wood, food, and gold. And we do see, as I kind of expected, we see a tower here to deny the stone, and then we do see two wolves, which are going to hurt this villager, which kind of delays this a little bit longer, right? Although, well, I guess if we have these two spears, then this should be fine. And we do see that Marinelord is walling. He doesn't want these spearmen to delay his wood, but oh, that was close. One more. One more little volley and that wall segment would have gone down. Yeah, a little too greedy from Wham there. But took some damage. I think he lost over half on each. Yep, over half the health on each. And then, so again, this stone will be denied. And I imagine Wham's going to keep a good eye on this to make sure Marinelord doesn't just switch over here. And if we look at Marinelord's perspective, he needs 4 more gold to get that fresh foodstuffs, and he's about to get that. And we now see Wham is officially aging up with the deer stones. For those unaware about this, oh no, never mind. Yeah, no, this is the map. If you are curious about this map, notice that there is 2 trade routes, but they are each blocked by a thin layer of trees. So you do have to invest some time to cut these down before you can actually trade. And we see fresh foodstuffs from Marinelord. He's making another little wall here, again, just to stop any potential harass on his wood line. For those who don't know, obviously the town center doesn't protect your wood line here, so if you don't wall like this, horsemen and stuff can just run right in and harass this. Yeah, everyone's been banning Roos. Now, the one struggle we might see with Wham's position is, since his town center is all the way back here in his wood line, he's not close to his deer. Like, if he put his town center here, for example, he could have had a very close deer, berries, and gold, and then just done the wood with the ger. But instead, he opted to kind of put his town center down here and that stuff. But if his town center spawned here, he wouldn't have known about the deer, so that may not have mattered. We do see that Wham is paying attention here to make sure to prevent that Marinelord isn't grabbing the stone or the gold. And we see a camel archer coming out first for Marinelord. I actually like this decision because camel archers are a bit faster and they also do more damage than one archer. And also, we do know that Wham, he just hit feudal, right? He's not going to get... He's going to have horsemen out, so this camel archer is not going to want to stick around too long. Okay. Okay. No more talks about that, good guy, or I'll permaban you after your timeout if you're still talking about it. Alright, and as we can see, now we have the archer switch with spearmen. The spearman is for the horsemen, so the horseman obviously can't just kill his archers or his camel archer. And we do see that Marinelord is grabbing that second TC now, or he's going for that stone. He still has a little bit to go. And we do see the horseman chasing down the scout. Marinelord is moving out with a spear, camel archer, and a few archers. With the spearmen, obviously 2 horsemen is not enough. And we do see Marinelord is floating 500 wood at this point, so he's just waiting for the stone. If we look at Wham's position, it looks like he's going to go for a bit of aggression. He's throwing down an archery range now. I'm surprised Wham hasn't dropped off these 4 sheep over here. That way he doesn't have to worry about just gathering on these berries right now. I feel like he should take his con back just to do that. And then we see a little move out here by Marinelord, just kind of pushing back Wham, and the second TC is going down at 8 minutes. I'm a little surprised that Wham didn't try putting a tower here at some point earlier. I feel like he might have been able to, but it might have been really close and he might not have been able to actually get that down either. Probably wouldn't have been able to get it down, but surprised he didn't try at all. And then, yep, and we're seeing the double production of archers now. No blacksmith yet, so we're not seeing any sort of... So I'm not sure if it's weird because Wham's floating a lot of food right now. So I feel like he could go castle if he just waits a minute. But then he is making units at the same time, so I'm not sure what his game plan is. And then here's all, yep, no wheelbarrow, and it looks like Wham is just going to go castle here. I'm a little surprised. I'm guessing he made these archers just in case Marinelord was going to do a push in the feudal age, like if he's going to push with these. My guess is he wanted to make sure that this Uvu was protected. That's the only thing I can think of as to why he made these 6 archers instead of just going castle, because that is going to delay his castle by, you know, a little bit. Not like that much, but it did delay it by probably a minute or so. And we do have the castle age on the way, whereas Marinelord is not even close to castle age at this point. This is not unusual for Abbasid play. Normally, Abbasid doesn't try to rush that fast castle because they don't need it as much. Camel archers can deal with men-at-arms just fine. Their spears will deal with knights or lancers just fine, so there's not really a big rush for them to do it. We see a little harassment here. But this horseman, I don't even think it got a villager, and it's pretty much dead now. And now we do see a little counterattack by Marinelord. He's pushing with 5 archers, 4 spears, and a camel archer. That will kill 6 archers, by the way. So these 6 archers, they can like poke and prod, but there's also 2 horsemen as well. So right now, Wham can't really do much to defend this. He's waiting for his castle age to kick in because he wants to make those lancers, because then he can easily clean this up. This should finish, and I don't think a single... Ooh, this will be close. Will a villager die here? Nope, no villager's dead, and that castle age does finish. And we see men-at-arms coming out. Now, to be fair, I think this is also a good play because 1 camel archer is not enough for men-at-arms. And we do still see this tower here just chilling with 3 spearmen. We have a lancers coming out as well. So 2 men-at-arms, a lancer, and some archers. I don't think this will do too much damage to Wham. I think Wham should be able to clean this up if Marinelord sticks around. We do see some more spears and archers coming in. Let's look at Marinelord's army. He has 5 spears, so 1 lancer can be pushed off. One thing to note is that neither player have any blacksmith upgrades, but there are still 4 men-at-arms, which should be more than enough to clean this up. Especially with the lancer. If we look at Marinelord's position now, he is starting to bank some food to go to Castle Age himself, though his gold is pretty far away, although he is now transferring villagers, so he should be advancing to Castle soon. We do see the prayer tent coming out, which is very standard Mongol stuff. This will allow the Mongol player to start grabbing the relics. And he's going to have at least probably 2 minutes before Marinelord hits castle at minimum. So he has plenty of time to kind of utilize his castle advantage, even though he's had to worry about defending for now. We do see the patented Spearman raid. We're seeing this more and more. Actually, we saw this a lot yesterday, Spearman raids. Looks like the Spearmen are about to die, though, so they're not going to do too much. And we do have +1 range for those archers, whereas there's not a single armor upgrade. So you'll notice the archers are actually doing a lot more damage to these men-at-arms than they normally would. Without even +1, they're still doing... I'm not going to do math on stream, but they're still doing more damage than they should. And we still actually do not see a blacksmith coming out for Wham yet, so he is not going... He's pulling the puppy paw strategy of not doing blacksmith upgrades. This must be a Canadian brother thing. Because look how much TC fire damage that's doing. That TC is doing like 20 damage a shot, whereas it should be doing like 10. And then these men-at-arms are just kind of getting cleaned up. Do you see a little raid there? We actually don't, unless I'm mistaken. There's not a single shaman out yet, so Wham may have this out, but he hasn't made a single one yet to gather those relics. And if we look at Wham's food eco, he's only getting 400 food a minute compared to Marinelord, who's getting 600, which, I mean, it's 800, sorry. He's getting double what Wham is having, and Wham doesn't have relics going for him at this point. He's finally getting his first shamans out. He does have a second TC, so that's nice. But we still don't see a blacksmith, and this is a little concerning because these blacksmith upgrades do make a big difference. If when Marinelord hits Castle Age here and he gets, say, +2 ranged, archers are not going to do much damage. Like, his crossbows are going to do a lot less damage than they should. We see some attempted raids here, but we still have 61 villagers for Marinelord, 48 for Wham. So Marinelord has a 13 villager lead, so he's feeling pretty good about himself. We're seeing a camel archer raid here. Probably going to get a few villagers. I actually think this could clean up this whole army, by the way, I think. We do see a little Lancer raid, but again, that Lancer dies because of no armor. That no armor is really hurting. We see an outpost coming out. We see the first relic coming in. We have 3 shamans on the field, but only the first relic. Ooh, depending on what happens here, these camel archers could snipe this before he gets that in. I think he's going to. He's going to see this. This may not make it. Yep, denied right before it could get there. And Marinelord is now going to hit that Castle Age. But I think Wham's going to be able to secure at minimum 3 relics. Maybe 4. We're finally seeing the blacksmith upgrade, and he's doing what I like. I do like getting siege engineering improved. This allows Mongols to build their siege on the field, which you'd really want, especially against Abbasid, because they can do the same thing, but they don't need an upgrade for that. So you don't want to fall behind in the siege, because otherwise Abbasid will just, go spring old mangonel, and if you can't build siege yourself, you have to build a siege workshop, which is 400 wood, and if you have to build 2, that's 800 wood, which is, that's what, 3-4 spring olds off wood alone? A mangonel and like 2/3. We're getting the ranged attack, and then whereas Marinelord is also getting the ranged attack. So upgrade blacksmith wise, they're actually pretty even now. Marinelord has not gotten the +1 ranged defense yet. He's just now finally getting that himself. So they'll actually be almost pretty even. He'll be ahead by +1 attack for a little bit, and probably +1 armor as well. They wanted to go for the shaman, then decided against it. We're seeing archers, a couple spears, and a camel archer move out. Got 10 crossbows out. Trying to raid with a very hurt lancer. And then Mongols doing what they should always be doing. They're just making these outposts across the map. This one's going to be denied. And I do think this is going to be a dead shaman. Marinelord's just going to wait a second, and he's going to snipe him. Although, he could potentially lose his army actually here. Although he is going to get that shaman for sure. He killed 2 shamans with these archers, which is very worth it. And we do see a little raid here. I don't think that Lancer killed a villager because we're not seeing any villager bodies. Oh, there we go. We got 1 villager kill, and then the Lancer's dead now. This is going to be denied as well. Marinelord's already on top of it. Got a nice army here. So we've got 64 villagers, 20 military for Wham. 79 villagers and 44 military. So there's a double military. There's a military lead right now for the Abbasid player here. Both players do have wheelbarrow, though we do have horticulture for Wham, and I don't think Marinelord has gotten that, and he has not. That Khan has killed has killed 2 villagers, by the way, and is going to die here. Wham's floating a little bit of wood here. No, it's not really unusual, especially because he's probably going to use that for siege. And we do see Springald starting to come out from Marinelord as well. Very expected. You usually see Abbasid utilize that siege just because why would you not? It's good, and you know that Mongols is going to go pretty heavy on siege. Mongols in general usually likes to go a pretty siege-heavy focus with infantry. You know, crossbows, men-at-arms. And that knight, our Lancer, is going to go down. We do see a bunch of pastures for Wham here, whereas Marinelord has only invested in 1 farm at this point in time. So Marinelord needs to, once this deer pack runs out, oh no, he has these berries here. Once these 2 run out, he's going to need to do that transition. Denied tower here. And no, Wham got 4 relics, Marinelord got 1. 73 vills to 83. And now you have to keep in mind that even though there's only a 10 villager lead for Abbasid, which is negated by the step readout and 4 relics. So in reality, economic-wise, they're actually pretty even. The only difference I would say is Marinelord is spending less food because of his cheaper villagers, compared to Wham, who has to spend 100 food per cycle rather than 50 that Marinelord is spending. That being said, Marinelord does have a pretty scary army with 72 army compared to the 43 of Wham, who's now retreating because we have 3 Springalds and a Mangonel coming in. Although Marinelord doesn't have any crossbows. This is actually important to note because that makes these men-at-arms a lot more effective. Now, he only has Wham only has 8 men-at-arms, but that's still going to, those archers aren't going to do any damage, assuming that we have the blacksmith upgrades, which we don't. We have no armor upgrade right now for these men-at-arms. So they're going to take a lot more damage because Marinelord has the +2 ranged. You can just see you can see how much damage these men-at-arms are taking to the archers. That should not be happening. It's a really big mistake by Wham to be ignoring that armor. And because of that, I think he's just gonna. I think Marinelord's gonna take this game. I mean, he does have a nice spread of units, and he does have tower support, so he might hold. But Marinelord is looking really, really strong right now. And yeah, and that's GG. I would definitely say it was a that's a good question, Marinelord. And then that is game number 1 going to Marinelord here. Yeah, just pick one of them randomly. I don't have a preference. I think they both work just fine. I'm not entirely sure. I have both downloaded, so. Not too concerned. Maybe Marinelord won't put the observer delay like Puppy did. That'd be nice. That'd be nice if Marinelord didn't put a delay like Puppy did. That'd be really nice. I have a headache. I'll go eat tuna as compensation. All right, Don. Okay, so right now we have a 1-0 lead for Marinelord. If Marinelord wins the next game, then he moves on to the finals, which we will then see Buzzblaze versus Puppy Paw. All right, you have 5 minutes to do your prediction for those who like to gamble. We are in the semifinals, and this is the first semifinal match, and it is a best of 3. Looks like they are in game number 2, so let's get in there. Let's see. Oh, Marinelord did not ban Roos. Okay, I think they only did like a 2-minute delay or a minute delay. That's fine. It's better than 5 minutes. I don't want 5-minute delay. Okay, so I do have to pause it for a second because otherwise it's going to lag, and we don't want to watch a laggy match. And then I just got to put this here. Perfect. Okay, we should be good to start now. So we're going to start the game, and we have Wham as the Roost player versus Puppy Paw. Not Puppy Paw versus Marinelord as the English player on Bohemia. This map is a map I am avidly made for me, and what makes this map unique compared to other maps, there is only 2 stone croppings for the entire map. There's no other. Once you run out of these 2 stone croppings, you've got no stone left on the map. The only way you could possibly get stone is to get trade. I don't know how to change that. Oh, I guess I can do that. Okay. I found out. Okay. So, the other thing about this map, my goal with this map was to create action all around the map. That's why you're going to see food here. You see food over here. You see gold in the middle, on the sides. So there's not just one area that you're focusing on. And there's like 3 different, at minimum, like 3 big spots you want to be, harassing, looking out for. So if Wham secures this position, Marinelord isn't completely screwed out of gold, right? Because he could secure this position. And then obviously there's the middle. There's also 2 sacred sites and 2 trade routes. Personally, I'm a fan of the map, but I'm also biased. So we do see... I think this is probably a decent map decent. It's probably good for Roos. I definitely don't think it's bad for Roos. We do see that Wham only has a bounty of 80 at this point. Let's take a look to see, does he have any... He didn't find this deer pack. I think he found this. Marinelord did find 2 wolves. And we do have a wolf here as well. Legrand. So we're at a 115 bounty. Honestly, the bounty isn't that good for Wham. I've got to say, he's going to be very disappointed in his bounty right now. He's going to be able to hit 150 for sure, but I don't think he's going to hit 250 unless there's more wolves that I'm not aware of. And then we do see Wheelbarrow coming in for Wham. A little risky, I think, because right now, Wham does not have enough gold to age up. Though if he finds these 2 wolves and kills them, he'll be able to age up, but it looks like Marinelord's going to find this wolf. So this one will put Wham at about 164 gold. And let's see how many sheep he has left to kill. He's got 3 sheep left. That's still not enough. Oh wait, yes it is. I did my math wrong. He does have enough, and he did hit a bounty of 210. Again, a little disappointing compared to, because usually as Roos, you want to get that 250, and you can usually get that no problem. I don't think there's any more wolves on the map, so I think unless he goes for the boars, which I assume he's going to at some point, Wham is going to be stuck at a... Oh, yeah, and he didn't even get these this deer pack. So, yeah, Marinelord's sitting pretty. He should be very happy with how this game is going for him so far. I mean, at least in terms of bounty. And we see Marinelord doing a kind of a old-fashioned, which is kind of coming back in style, so it's like weird to say old-fashioned, but aging up at a normal speed, not really necessarily going for the quick farms. And but we are only seeing 2 villagers on this council hall, so he's not like rushing to do damage. We don't see any stone being... Oh, I think we are about to see the stone being gathered. So this should be a second TC build. Which makes sense. And we're actually seeing Wham go to that gold because he kind of needs it. He doesn't really have that... He did hit 250 bounty though, so he must have found some extra sheep. My guess is he's going to make a knight, and he's going to go for these boars to get another, you know, to get to that higher bounty, you know, get that extra gold. I do feel like Marinelord's second TC is going to be pretty late, but I guess we'll see how long it takes. Personally, in this matchup, I used to hate this matchup playing as Roos versus English, but I actually I do think this matchup is at least slightly Roos favored. At least that's how it feels in my experience. I feel pretty good as Roos against English in this matchup personally. I think a good combination of like Knight Archer, and then you can obviously go in your own second TC with that beautiful Golden Gate, just buying your 300 stone. Could probably take... If I was to put my second TC somewhere, I guess I'd probably put it here. Secure that deer pack. And we do see the first knight coming out, and I'm betting he's going to kill this boar. And we do see a barracks coming out as well from Marinelord. So Marinelord's TC, you know, it's almost 6 minutes in the game, and he still doesn't have his second TC. There is ways to get it faster as English, though I'm not sure about with the wheelbarrow. Anyone else sound gone funny? If my sound's sounding funny, please let me know, but I should hopefully not. And we actually see that Wham is going to go for the... he's going to go straight for that boar. Marinelord was hoping to intercept it with a longbow and a spear, but a knight is going to be more than fine. Although, I do think he's going to lose that scout, which does hurt. No, no, Wham, Wham, Wham! No, what are you doing? Wham! Oh, man, that's a... He should not have lost a villager there. Like, those villagers... None of those villagers should have gone down. That is a bit of a micro mistake from Wham here. And then we do see the second TC coming out from Marinelord. I don't see another spear yet. Oh, no, there's 2 spears. Okay, this knight is not going to be able to deny this second TC, and it shouldn't even kill a villager here, as long as Marinelord micros correctly. The nice thing about this second TC is not only does it have a boar, it does have 3 deer next to it as well. So that's 3,000 food at least. Why doesn't English get the second TC from the landmark? Going fast castle it's a delayed second TC, and you can actually use that as a third TC, which I think is stronger. And we actually see Wham going for 3 TCs as well because he has recognized that Marinelord did go 2 TC. So Marinelord can't really exactly super hard punish this. Does look like Marinelord's pushing out with a few spears and a longbow, but this town center should be finished by then. If not, I still think this isn't going to do this. I don't think this should kill a single villager. Though he's going to try for it. The score is 1-0, Marinelord. Oh. Okay, he did lose a villager. I think that could have been avoided, but it happens. And now we see an archery range coming down. And we got, like I said, we got 3 TCs, which is going to be faster than the English TC, so that's kind of nice. Though neither player is close to Castle Age. Though no units are also coming out from the English player as well. So Marinelord doesn't seem to be focusing on making any units at the moment. I mean, he made this small patch. This is to force units from Wham, but he doesn't look like he's planning on committing to this to try and kill his opponent there. Hey, thank you, BC Cutie, for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. This is the first semifinal match in the Open Tournament, Marinelord versus Wham. Marinelord is currently up 1-0, and we are doing an English versus Rus on Bohemia, which is my map. Well, my map that Avli made for me. Currently, we are seeing a 2-villager lead for Wham, which isn't like the biggest lead, but it's still there. Though I think Wham just lost a villager, or he's about to. And doesn't look like Wham is planning on saving for Castle Age right now. He is still pumping out units, pumping out more knights, archers. And as Rus, you don't have to rush Castle Age, right? Rus has the early knights, so worst case scenario for Rus, you can stick to Feudal Age longer than other civs, and English isn't in Castle Age, so it's not like he has to worry about upgraded knights from English either. Though it does look like Marinelord is going to be advancing here in just a moment. We do see a little bit of gold being gathered down here as well. And the Castle Age for Marinelord is on. I'm assuming it's going to be the King's Palace, which is, again, no surprise here. This is a free third, not free, but it's a third TC, which will then equal out what Wham has. By the way, thank you, Barbecue Ribs, for the 5 gifted subs. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Glad you're enjoying the stream, or at least the tournament. Alright, villager-wise, we do have a 6-villager lead for Wham. And we have a bit of archers pushing out as well. And then Marinelord tried to get this boar to hit this army, but didn't really get over there, so it's not going to do anything. Oh, this could be bad for Marinelord. He has to cancel that TC, that landmark. He does not have the army to defend against these knights and archers. So this is a really, that was really clutch for Wham here. Like, that's actually a pretty big deal. And now Marinelord is moving it all the way over here. But that is a significant delay. So I think that was like halfway done. Could be wrong. And then he had to start it over. Wham himself looks like he might be saving for, he's going to go, yep, he's going to go Castle Age himself. He canceled all his unit production to use his Golden Gate, and he's going to be advancing as well. Done already. I would have doubled down on building it there and lost the game. To be fair, a lot of players would have doubled down on this. I think Marinelord made the correct decision, recognizing he could not get that up without taking significant damage. And so he did get Castle Age, but it is a little more delayed than he would have liked. Now, if I were Wham, I would kill this boar. You're passing it anyway. Might as well get that 75 gold. And we do see an outpost, a wooden fortress coming down here from Wham. He's getting this, I'm guessing, so that if a raid does come down here, he can put 10 villagers in here, 8 in here, and that leaves only 3 villagers vulnerable instead of, 11. We do see walls coming out from Marinelord, but Wham is going in with knights, which is going to delay that wall. And we do see veteran longbowmen already, and a monastery coming out. We also see that behind this, and I don't know how I missed this, but Wham has walled up behind this as well, so he is pretty secure from any counterattacks right now, and he has also reached the Castle Age. And we do have a 8 villager lead, if I'm doing my math correctly right now for Wham. And we're not really seeing any other military production at this point from Marinelord. He doesn't have a stable, so he's not planning on going knights. Looks like he's going to stick to that longbow spearman composition, at least for now. Do we have a blacksmith for Wham, or is he forgetting? Wham forgot a lot of last game. Okay, no blacksmith upgrades for Wham at this point, which is very similar to game 1, and this is going to be an important contributor to this game if he continues to forget upgrades. There we go, blacksmith as we talk about it. Looks like we might lose a couple longbows here, or not longbows, a couple crossbows. But again, Wham can just, he's secure behind these walls. There's no way that Marinelord's going to be able to break this right now, at least not in a timely fashion. And honestly, I think Wham has an army that would kill Marinelords if he decides to fully engage here. Do we see? Okay, we do see the first warrior monk coming out to grab the relics. A little bit of an engage here, but Wham is going to pull back. Oh, I just realized he does not have veteran archers yet either. And let's see, do we have the second blood? We have 1-1 right now for Marinelord, so he has 1 ranged armor and attack. And I believe this is Wham. Wham only has 1 warrior monk right now. No, he has 2. Okay. He's got the first relic coming. At minimum, Wham should be able to secure 3 relics, and Marinelord's going to secure 2. I don't think there's any way for this to be denied at this point in time. And yeah, men-at-arms are not a good choice versus longbows. I 100% agree. And we're kind of seeing, this is kind of how what I like to do against English as well, is we're seeing a focus on knight production. I feel like knight archer, and then you do have to mix in crossbows if your opponent starts going men-at-arms, is a good composition against what English can do. And Wham is deleting this portion of the wall to get this warrior monk in here. This is going to let Marinelord's army in. Now, this could be seen as a bad thing, but in reality, it gets sniped still. I don't think Marinelord's army could take a direct engagement from Wham's. When you go crossbow to counter pike longbows and ask for mango, if you're going crossbows versus longbows, you're just going to lose to longbows. Crossbows aren't very good against longbows. And we do see Marinelord trying to get away with that, but Wham's like, no, that's not happening. Although Marinelord does still have that army, he might be able to stop this. Oh, it's going to be... Oh, nope. Wham decides he's just going to let it happen here. We do see a raid also on the backside. Doesn't look like any villagers were killed because the villager numbers are still pretty even. And we do see a siege workshop coming out as well. And we see 1 longbow down here actually poking at villagers. I wonder how many this has killed. That kind of sucks losing a few knights that shouldn't have been lost here. But Marinelord is going to lose this army if he sticks to engage. This is going to be denied, and I think Wham is going to be able to maybe potentially secure this if he sees this. If we look at the army composition right now, Wham is leading military-wise. And I would put Wham's army as stronger. Although let's look at his blacksmith upgrades. He does have +1 range, but does not have the +1 attack. He only has the defense yet, so far. Whereas Marinelord is on 2-2, so his upgrades are fantastic compared to Wham's. And then we do see a keep here. I do like this keep. This secures middle position. For those of you who weren't here for the beginning of the stream, this map is very unique in that each player only gets 2 small stone croppings. So that 800 stone is 2/3, I think it's 2/3 of what Wham can mine throughout the entire game. Now, he does have the golden gate, so he can buy stone. But from the stone mines himself, he only has 1,200 stone left before he is out and cannot mine anymore unless he goes over here and steals Marinelords. This is a tournament. Semifinals. Game 2. Marinelord versus Wham. And we do see, I think Wham did get some nice villager kills with those raids. Probably missed it, but it is 104 for Wham, 92. It's Bohemia is the map. And now we do have 300 stone for Wham, so he can repair this for a good amount of time until there's enough trebs to take it down, or he runs out. And it does look like Marinelord did secure that third relic. Let's look at the blacksmith upgrades. Okay, so Wham is going for the 2-2 as well. A little late, but there it is. And at this point, I think what Wham wants to do is start adding in siege. I do like the trebuchet. He's probably going to go behind this this keep, start shelling this down. He can actually probably take down this monastery. And what Marinelord's probably going to have to do is take those relics and move them back here and rebuild his monastery. I don't think Wham's going to be able to grab these relics, but he could deny 300 gold per minute for a little bit of time. I don't have an ability to close this, unfortunately. I don't know how to. I don't know what I just did. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it too much. And Wham's just decided he's going to let this keep go down. I'm actually really surprised that Wham is not repairing his keep. He just let that go. He decided he didn't want to waste any stone out on it at all. And we do have all the sacred sites taken, but I don't think that's going to last for long. Do see a longbow and towers, and we do see a bunch of villagers coming here from Wham to take that big gold mine. Now we do see our first mangonel coming out, so this is kind of where things are going to get interesting, because right now we have 2 springolds from Wham, only 1 from Marinelord. So in theory, Wham should be able to win an engagement because he can snipe the springold and that mangonel. Ooh, that was a big shot though. And this mangonel's not doing anything but chilling. There's only 2 sacred sites on this map, correct? We see I like how we see a longbow here just kind of chilling. We are seeing the military lead growing for Wham, by the way, who's at 66 compared to the 52. It's still close, not like it's like one-sided, but it is growing. Military-wise, neither player is close to Imperial. And we do see a couple warrior monks coming in to get that buff. And we do see a defensive keep coming out here. He's probably going to burn down this outpost, would be my assumption. And he's going to defend his gold with that. Right now, I do think that Marinelord's a little bit on the back foot here. He doesn't have enough. He only has 3 springolds now, whereas Wham has 5. So if Wham doesn't miss micro his springolds, he should be able to win the springold war. And then he does have 1 mangonel. Doesn't look like he's making another one yet, but mangonels are the weakness for the English in general. And we do see a night raid coming down here. He might burn down this wall, or he might just ignore it. We're not sure yet. And we do see a couple trebs here. Well, let's look at the farms for Wham. So Wham does have farms. He's got, looks like he has 17 farms so far. He's got, it's going to be over 20. And we do see Knights doing a little bit of a raid here as well. Another little sneaky raid there to take out that. Try to deny that network of castles. Wham did lose these. He took out some villagers, but I don't think it was worth losing as many knights as he did. I don't think he killed that many villagers. Ooh, this is, oh, okay, that worked out. I was worried he was going to lose these springolds, but he got that mangonel and was able to push back. Marinelord does have 6 springolds, though, now. Compared to the 5 of Wham. And Marinelord's military is really spiked up. He's now at 78 to the 63. And he's getting close to Imperial Age. I would not be surprised to see Marinelord hitting going Imperial any moment now. But we're going to notice that Wham has secured both these big gold mines with keeps. I really like this play. He secured two sides of the map, and he has the middle secured for now with his army. And I don't know how long's left on the Sacred Sites. Unfortunately, this mod does not have that feature. But we do see the Windguard Palace coming out. I'm guessing there's probably 6 minutes or so for the Sacred Site victory. Because I know Wham's had it for a decent amount of time at this point. We see a little knight here just chilling, but not really doing that much damage here. And we're going to notice now, Wham is completely out of stone now. He cannot, there's no more stone on the map for him to gather to make more keeps. So if he wants to make any more keeps, he would have to use his Golden Gate to buy the stone. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. And Marinelord... What? Fatal error, execution paused. Keck W? I can click this. We're going to go the rest of the game this way. Just kidding. I have to restart the game, I guess. Okay, so we're at 24 minutes. Okay, we're rejoining now. We're rejoining. A little bit of a... the mod that is being used for casting is called the Improved Observer UI. I like how I could have kept clicking play. Okay, we're just going to skip to 24 minutes. Gotta love bugs. Hopefully he doesn't do it again. That'd make me ultra sad. Hey, nice bounty denied from Marinelord. Yeah, we could check when the Sacred Sites were taken, by the way. We're already at 12 minutes. $13 minutes. $15 minutes. Looks like 16. Looks like he didn't get the Sacred Site till probably 19 minutes, it looks like. That. Yeah. Okay, Sacred Site's not till about 20 minutes. Alright. Oh shit. Alright. Oh wait. Alright. We're back in the action. So really these two Sacred Sites have only been taken for like a minute or two. Alright, so we do see Imperial Age from... Wait, I'm not gonna mess with it in case it bugs out again. Marinelord is going Imperial Age, right? What happened to the Imperial Age? Where's the Windguard? Oh, right, we were at 24. Duh. I can't believe I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? He will go Windguard, I predict. Okay, we're almost there. Alright, here we go. Ah, damn, did I hit pause? I didn't mean to hit pause. Oh no, I got a fatal error again. How? What if I do that? Okay. For some reason that fixed it, so we're good, we're good. We just have to go to the old one for this one, I guess. Okay. We're good. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of the new UI because it's obviously bugging out at 24 minutes. Okay, so at 29:50 is when the Sacred Site victory goes for Wham. And we do see Marinelords being pushed back a bit. And Wham has also reached the Imperial Age. So both players have now reached the Imperial Age. They both have a decent bank, equal on food at 2.4k and at gold. You know, to be fair, what happens if I do switch it back? Yeah, okay, that's not going to fix it. Okay, so we have the last boar was eaten, by the way. So Wham's goal at this point is probably to keep the Sacred Sites and try to win that way would be my assumption. If he can hold for 4.5 more minutes, 4 minutes and 35 seconds, he does win the game by Sacred Site. And this gold is going to be denied. That keep was taken out. A tower's going up, a bunch of army. I don't know why Wham isn't running these villagers away. That's what I would be doing if I was him. And it looks like Marinelord is going for this middle Sacred Site. And we have Streltsy on the field now. There we go. Villagers running. Marinelord's like, yeah, get out of here. I'm going to take that gold. He really wanted that gold. To be fair, this is actually... Marinelord has no more gold in his base. So he's got to rely on pastures, which is not going to take long. Because Marinelord has 51 villagers on food right now. So he could be just fine with that, even without this gold mine. But he wants that gold to get those upgrades even quicker. I'm surprised that Marinelord didn't decap this when he had the chance. He had map control, but now he can't decap this now. We do see the Elite Men-at-Arms transition, which is a very good transition because Knights do not trade well versus Elite Men-at-Arms, really, because these are so tanky that Elite Men-at-Arms are just a way better investment than Knights at this point. Which is why we're seeing a Horseman transition and Streltsy, which will destroy the Men-at-Arms from Marinelord. And Wham just lost 20 villagers over here. Wham is down to 107 villagers now, 106 to the 122 of Marinelord. And we're getting actually pretty close now. In 2.5 minutes, Wham wins the game by Sacred Site. If Marinelord does not break out of this, Wham is going to win this game. And we do see a Horseman raid here. And actually, this is where these Men-at-Arms transition is not going to be good because Streltsy destroy Men-at-Arms. And we're seeing Springolds of Wham destroying the siege of Marinelord. Men-at-Arms melting to the Streltsy. Wham, it does not have a very good food eco right now, though. He's only got 200 food left, only 32 villagers on food compared to Marinelord, who has 51 and 2,500 food per minute. Wham has to hold this. If Marinelord can decap this site, I think Wham's going to win this game. Or I think Marinelord's going to win this game. It all comes down to this Sacred Site. And right now, Marinelord has the resources. He can pump these out like none other. Like, look at this. We already have 14 more Men-at-Arms coming. But we do have the Springald, or we have these Mangonels, which are helping a ton. And we got a minute and a half. Or a minute and 45 seconds now. I don't know. I don't think Wham can hold this. I don't think he has the army. He's down to 54 military, and there is over 30 Men-at-Arms coming at this point. Yeah, and that Streltsy count has dropped. I don't think he's going to keep this Sacred Site. I do not see a Sacred Site victory coming, and I think this is going to be the end of Wham here. He just doesn't have the food economy to keep pumping units like Marinelord can, and losing those 20 villagers here hurt a lot. And we just have a ton of units. We have 30 men-at-arms. Constant max pop by Marinelord. Wham hasn't been maxed for a while. He's getting low on gold. And that's GG. Marinelord advances to the finals. You know, due to the technical issues we had where we had to restart and stuff, I don't remember what happened half that game, so I can't give my opinion on what I think Wham should have done to win that game, to be honest. True story. I forget what happened the first half of that game now, other than bad bounty. But saving my win for Red Bull. So that is 2-0 for Marinelord. Marinelord is advancing to the finals here.